Feature Friday.
The freshest.
This is, I don't understand this. It was very requested. I found it in the comments and stuff. I had a lot of likes, but I thought it was like a, I don't know. It's a video. It was called when MAMAMOO, when BTS.
How BTS reacted.
How BTS reacted when MAMAMOO used their catchphrase from Dope. Or it was like ad-libs or something. I think that was the exact comment, but then it turns out this is the actual video. It's insanely popular. Hey, I usually don't do the intros.
I know, but I'm glad you know what's happening because I actually have no idea how the turntables.
So, yeah, so I don't know. I'm guessing we're going to get BTS watching MAMAMOO.
Live.
Inception.
Yes. Inception.
Go
Let's go home. Reactors watching BTS react. Oh my god. That's weird.
방탄은 처음이지?
Ah, I see. I see.
I don't see. I mean, I do. I have my eyes open. But I don't understand.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, they are very good.
Change the radio news.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they're iconic for this. Okay. Oh my god, he's not for you.
So you're my type.
Oh my god. You know what I really like about them is they don't speak about what they're about to say. Sometimes they just come up with these things in the moments. Like yeah.
Those are the best ones. Do you remember when we used to be live on stage and it was sort of, we were talking about it the other day. There was sometimes just like ginormous crowds.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe there was like that, like stiff, or maybe the stiffest crowds.
Yeah.
Or they were a bit, you know, taken aback. And then
the directors and producers would be like, talk, go ahead, say something.
You just hear
and you're like, oh my god, what do I say?
You know, say something. And you're like, oh, okay, well, everybody make some noise. Or you're like, you know, maybe there's
who likes baseball?
Yeah, you just figure something out. Or if you have space and time for certain arrangements in songs to amp up the crowd.
Absolutely, get them involved.
Take them, yeah.
Break that fourth wall.
They're
sometimes
very
is
good
created. They're fantastic. I think they're also, because they're such good friends of the stage. They really know how to bring that friendship on the stage.
They only seem to do it in that song though.
Well, they've got a break in that song, but they do it even when they're talking in between songs with people. They're very good crowd hype people.
Well, crowd management is actually part of being, you know, an artist.
But you'd be surprised. That's one of the hardest things to manage. Sometimes you might be fantastic as a performer, but you have no idea how to manage a crowd. It's one of the hardest things to actually get down.
But the one thing most world-class elite like have marked the history of music have in common is that.
Yes.
Like, for example,
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury is probably one of the best ever.
Michael Jackson.
Exactly. Well, Michael Jackson wasn't actually one of the best at management, at crowd control. He was naturally a very shy guy.
That's true.
He was just that much of an awe for people.
Yeah.
Because he was so innovative in what he performed. Yeah. But Freddie Mercury was like in another level when it comes to like actually interacting and being loud.
It's like Frank Sinatra, another legend.
It's a good example.
Crowd control.
Someone else like more and more sort of.
Michael Bublé is fantastic at it.
He's awesome at it.
He's such a great storyteller. John Mayer, he is
outstanding
fantastic at it. He makes the show a conversation.
Something that I think comes from this, you know, from the Korean training, is that to some extent, because if you see how comfortable sort of like BTS guys, MAMAMOO, all these guys very comfortable, and you get these fun moments on stage, and it's because they expose them. It's like here's 4 mics, talk.
Yeah, you gotta come up with stuff, and a lot of the times you don't get set dialogues or anything to say, you know.
There's 10,000 people waiting, mate. Here's 4 mics for each other. Make fun of each other. Have fun.
Yeah.
Because one of you is injured and is having to do this, or one of you is having a technical change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's just exposure. Gradual exposure builds up that confidence to that. And it's very hard, especially when you're in these events where, you know, like, you know, it's not just people. It's like important people. And that might get you a bit tight, a bit nervous. So.
Absolutely. I actually think... No, because, you know, I grew up in the industry. We both did, but when I came to official training here, I remember the public speaking part of things was such a hard subject for a lot of people, you know, because well, it was even challenging for me, and I came from a background of doing it. But obviously, the whole language barrier was completely different. It changed the ball game for sure. I was like playing a different sport, but yeah, I remember it being one of the toughest things for people to get through. You know, like how do you talk to people?
Yeah, well, it's not easy, but the easiest solution to it.
It's just exposure. Do it.
Gradual exposure builds up that resistance. It really does, and actually, that is best advice for anything, really. Gradual exposure towards things you're uncomfortable with make you more comfortable doing it, and you get better the more you do it.
One of my coaches used to say, "Nobody ever regrets being brave." And I was like, oh, that's really interesting.
But I don't know about that, mate. Like, say I was like stuck with like a black mamba, and I was brave enough to be there, I would regret it, like immediately.
Okay.
So your coach can now. I'm sure he's a lovely
person. Oh, carry on. I knew something weird was gonna come out of your mouth.
They hype up even the stiffest crowds.
Honey, I'm here.
Oh yeah, she likes it, doesn't it?
I was like, oh my god.
That's like the Oscars, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm fine, thank you.
How are you? I love that. So they took like drama moments.
Look at it.
Yeah. They do have a really cool relationship.
I just think they're so easy to be with.
Yeah. Because they're also like like-minded.
Look at me.
It's like, hello. Hi, friend. I need BTS Jin.
It was like a group.
Jin. So they have a group chat. That's fun.
When we talked about friendship, I used BTS Dope for an ad-lib in my rap. Oh, that's awesome. I'm close friends with BTS Jin, so I contacted him the day before saying it. I'll give you a present, so look forward to it. Oh, that's
awesome. So nice.
After it ended, he said, I was happy that you used us amidst the outstanding lineup.
They slayed that performance. That show was so good. What they did was so
it's kind of like Easter eggs kind of thing.
Yeah. See, it was like XO, and he was like, what?
Big man.
Look at the guy whizzing in the background.
Bang. That's perfect.
At that time. Bang tang time. I like that. I love how they're also putting the comparison. Confused? I love V. He's so funny.
Yeah, I probably didn't hear it. Dun, dun. I see. Dude, they're insane live. Look at her. Hey!
Pretends to be shocked. Oh my god, this is the part. Anticipating it. Isn't this the part?
That's a sick jacket when Jimin's wearing.
They really did it!
It's like a trench coat thing.
I really love V.
Oh, look, Jin, because Jin knew maybe, didn't he?
Yeah. Look at the girls from Red Velvet. Why are you laughing? Explains.
Really? I think Wendy had a comeback from Red Velvet. Vibes.
V knows the whole freaking song. I love him. He's such a good sport. They're really good though. They're fantastic.
Oh yeah, we've seen that, haven't we?
Yeah. This was so good. Listen. I watched so much of Mamamoo content.
Whoa, I don't know. I'm fine.
Mamamoo.
Bloody hell.
Like I was saying, I watch so much Mamamoo content of like on my time off. I think they are so funny and so cool.
I think I might be dying.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Drink some water, sir.
I'm fine.
It's right here.
Yes, do continue. Don't stop. The show never stops.
Show must go on. Yeah, I think they're so funny. They got so much talent, and I love to see them like in their rehearsal setting when they're like really focused on their work and stuff. It's so cool because they are like one of the artists that when you see them working, you're like they get you inspired because they're that into their own craft. So freaking cool. But they also know how to have fun, and I think that balance is golden.
Yeah, I think if you really gotta learn how to enjoy being live, man. Like being in a live stage, because
and not only live but the whole process, because you're not on a live stage the whole year round. Like for example, this year they didn't go on live performances.
Yeah,
right?
but that's not normally. I find.
Yeah, but I'm just giving it as an example. You got small windows for live performances with big crowds, right? And not every live performance is your favorite or the most enjoyable, because there are so many factors to it. So it's learning to enjoy the whole process. I think that's what's so captivating about them, that I find so interesting, is that they enjoy, they have a good time throughout the whole of it.
Yeah, I find they're a great example of that. I find that they're a great example of, to look up to them, to sort of, this is how it should look when you're live. You should enjoy yourself. You should be super present, and plan little fun little things, and be able to be as free as you can live.
Absolutely.
Let us know if there's any other videos you'd like us to watch, and we will for sure check them out. As always, we really recommend. So
yeah, that was very fun.